It's March 10th, which is an excellent time to taste test some late season, mid-season, late season mandarins. So I'm gonna go pick a Shiranui, a Pixie, and a Gold Nugget, and we'll see how they compare. Let's grab a Shiranui first. I want this one. Let's grab a Pixie next. I want this one. And last but not least, our Gold Nugget. Here's our lineup. So first let's make some observations about the size. This is, I would say, average or smaller than average Shiranui. And so that it's clear, Shiranui is a variety that is often sold, well, pretty much always sold, under the trademark name Sumo in grocery stores. So, same thing, Shiranui Sumo. Sumo is just a brand name that one company uses to sell Shiranui. Shiranui is the real varietal name. This is a larger than normal Pixie. This is on the bigger side for Pixie. And this is normal or slightly below normal for Gold Nugget. So, so really, the size differences, Shiranui is by far the biggest, then it would be Gold Nugget, and then Pixie's the smallest. All three you can see they have a really nice color to their peel, and they're all three a little bit bumpy. Gold Nugget can be the roughest and bumpiest, but Shiranuis can also be really bumpy, and Pixies are usually the smoothest, although this one's a little bumpier than normal. Now, at the risk of boring you, I'm going to start peeling these in front of you so you can see how they peel. So first the big guy. Kind of handy, this bump on the top. It gives you a place to grab onto to start peeling it. But as you can see, it peels readily, really easily. Okay, let's start the Pixie. Pixie peels well as well. Little bit harder to peel, but peels cleanly and easily also. Gold Nugget. Gold Nugget peels very easily, probably most easily late in the season, late in its season, maybe April, May. But it also does have a lot of rind oil, so it peels it's the juiciest of the peeling processes. But it still peels easily. Okay, I'll finish peeling these guys. Now let me show you the segmenting so you can get an idea of how well they kind of open up and eat. We'll just go in order from biggest over here on the Shiranui. Shiranui's segment okay, but they're not the best. They do get some splitting sometimes, and some of the segments are attached, like here's two kind of stuck together. So they segment okay, but not as well as Gold Nugget here. I'd say Gold Nugget segments the best. Let's see if I'm right about that. Yeah, the Gold Nugget just tends to have clean individual segments that come apart. It's just really easy to eat, a Gold Nugget. And let's check out the Pixie. Pixie segments pretty well. I would say not quite as well. as Gold Nugget, but very well. There are a couple that are a little bit stuck together, but it's very well segmented too. So, no seeds in any of them. All totally seedless. Gold Nugget's always seedless. Pixie's always seedless. My Shiranui off my tree, always seedless. However, I do know some people who grow Shiranui and find seeds in them, and it seems to depend on what's growing nearby. So, Shiranui, seedless in some situations, not always seedless. All right, let's break these open and have a taste. Let's just start with the big guy. Shiranui's got large seed vesicles, real burst of juice. Here's a Gold Nugget. Juice vesicles always also on the large side with the Gold Nugget. Not quite as firm and bursting with juice as Shiranui though. And I'm talking about fresh Shiranui right off your tree. Unfortunately, you buy some Sumos in the grocery store, and sometimes these things are flimsy and kind of taste like rubber and junk. But fresh off the tree, Shiranui is firm and bursting with juice. Pixie? Pixie has finer vesicles and almost imperceptible. It's really finely textured. Among the three, it's by far the finest texture. And then it would go Gold Nugget, and Shiranui has the largest juice vesicles for sure. Now, flavor-wise, Pixie is very sweet, but it's like a mild sweetness. It's kind of a kid's mandarin. It's like, I like it a lot, but if you're not just looking for sweet, if you're looking for more acid, richness of flavor, you're probably going to like Gold Nugget a little better than Pixie. Kids would love Pixie. My kids love Gold Nugget as well. But it's a slightly richer flavor. Got a little more tartness in the background, and I think adults tend to like it more than Pixie. Shiranui, on the other hand, it's the most complex in flavor among these three. It's got a very unique flavor. I personally taste a hint of grapefruit in the background. It's just a really nice flavor that is different from every other mandarin I've ever eaten. That being said, it's not a true and pure mandarin. Shiranui was developed in Japan back in the 1970s, and it has some orange in its background. And actually, Gold Nugget's the same. Gold Nugget was developed at the University of California at Riverside in the 50s. It's also got some orange in its background. Actually, Pixie also has some orange in its background, and it was also developed at UC Riverside. But it's the oldest variety. It was an open pollinated seedling, first grown in 1927, so that's quite a while ago, but then released in the 1960s. It's been around for quite a while. It's a great variety, but these newer varieties are a little bit more, well, kind of popular, and there's a little more hype around them. But in terms of rankings, I love them all, but Pixie's the mildest. Now, on the other hand, if you're like my wife and you want more acid and tartness and more complex flavor, then Pixie's not going to be your favorite. Among these three, this is my wife's least favorite. She likes Shiranui the best. She really likes Gold Nugget, but she puts it slightly below Shiranui. And Pixie is her least favorite because it's just kind of like straight sweet. And so yeah, there's your taste comparisons of three of the best. I'm not going to say the three best, but definitely three of the best late season, mid to late season mandarin varieties. Again, this is March 10th in Southern California.